Hey, wanted to show you all how I prep a pork butt for pulled pork and seasoning. A couple hacks for you here too. So what I have here is a 9-pound pork butt. I have two more that I'm going to put on the smoker, but for this video I'm just going to do one of them. Everybody knows, or if you don't know, here you go. I use Meat Church fajita seasoning only on my pork butts. You'll find it's delightful, absolutely. I've tried so many different rubs, and you really can't go wrong with a pork butt. But I like a little bit of a shock flavor. When you taste it, you're like, oh, what is that? So, yeah, I like to bring a new element of surprise to my pulled pork. So, yeah, Meat Church fajita. I do have it here at the trailer. If you want a bottle of it for yourself, just let me know. I have it in stock. But yeah, here's a couple hacks for you too. I learned this from Matt Pittman at Meat Church as well. You know how when you're using your shakers, you get them all gummed up, and then like my wife or my kid grabs the same bottle and says it's greasy and stuff. So what Matt Pittman taught me to do, and it's pretty genius, never even thought about it, put a glove on this shaker. Keeps it clean, absolutely. Pull it up to the top, there you go. The second hack that I learned from Matt Pittman as well is when I season my meats, I reverse the flow of the seasoning to where it is coming out from the top of the bottle. Therefore, I get more of an even seasoning. If you turn it around to where the holes are at the bottom and you're shaking it out, a lot of times you're going to get different pockets of salt, pockets of seasoning, not so evenly spread out. So yeah, I turn it over. It gives me way more control of how much seasoning I put on. So let's go ahead and season up this butt. First thing I do is I score the top. For one, I think it looks really cool when it's smoked, but that also lets some of the seasoning get inside of the meat as well. Outside of that, it doesn't do a whole lot. It just makes it look really cool in my opinion. So I score it. Just go across every 1.5 inches, every inch. Makes it easy to pull it as well. Another secret to my pulled pork is when I pull the pork, I pay close attention. I take a lot of the excess fat, the unsavourable, unflavorable fat out of the pork. So I take my time when I pull each pork. I just don't rip it apart and say, here you go, here's your sandwich. I make sure what you're getting on your sandwich or by the pound is quality pulled pork, no extra tendons or anything like that in your pork. So I always start with the sides of the pork butt. Everybody says keep one clean hand and flip it with the other, but honestly, I lose my grip when I use just one hand. So putting that rubber glove, putting that latex glove, putting the food handler's glove on the shaker bottle allows me to get both hands dirty without worrying about, all the seasoning and sticky stuff getting on my bottles. I hope y'all can see this. You really can't go wrong seasoning a pork butt. It's a big cut of meat. You can't really over season it. Just have at it. It's if you're just starting out in barbecue, start with a pork butt. You really can't go wrong. You can't mess it up. Pretty easy to season. I just make it pretty even all the way across. You can see I got the holes at the top of the shaker, which gives me more of an even flow of my seasoning. Then I flip it over to the fat side, because when I put it on the smoker, the fat side goes up. It's the last seasoning I'm putting on this. And then I'm going to take it out to the smoker, which is already set at 225, and I have 3 briskets sitting on there now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Real simple. If you have any questions, if you have any tips for me, I'd love to hear from you.